Hi guys, welcome back to Flutter by Nessa. This is my 5 a.m. Felices. If this is your first time joining me, welcome. And I'll just explain that 5 a.m. Felices means that I need a happy thought early in the morning. If I'm up at 5 a.m., I need something to get me through. Felices, because I speak Spanish with some of my kids. So let's jump into it. This week I have chosen the word CHEW to turn into an acronym. And I'm just going to go through it quickly. C stands for cabin fever, and I'm not actually grateful to have cabin fever myself, but I'm grateful that my youngest also has cabin fever, which means that we get out of the house quite a lot. So I like to be in my own space and be in control of my own environment and things like that, but I also just need to be out and about quite a lot, and so I'm grateful that my youngest also has that need, and so we can satisfy that for each other. Every now and then he'll be like, in the car? So we'll just hop in the car and we'll have a little field trip. Moving on, H is for hike. I love to go on hikes. I had a very sweet friend who I hadn't seen her for ages, and she got in touch with me and we finally were able to get together. Hi Amber. And it was really fun to be able to go hiking with her and her daughter, and our kids got along, and it was really nice to be outside. Also, last week was spring break for us, and so there was a lot going on, and having all of the kids home during the day changes the dynamic quite a bit. And so you have a lot of different personalities, some who want to stay, some who want to get out, and I was really grateful to have my youngest, who's always happy to get out, and I could always be like, oh, sorry, he's got to get out of the house, we got to go. And the others can understand being sympathetic to their 2-year-old brother more than they can to mom nagging them to get out of the house. And it was really nice to also have a play date scheduled so that they were happy to get out of the house. So the hike was great, and my kids like to get out of the house just like anybody else, but on spring break they were excited to get a little extra screen time, and I just didn't want that to go too far overboard, and so I was trying to balance that out without infringing on their ability to make choices and enjoy some time out of school. E is for early tag team, which, I mean, in the morning when our 2-year-old wakes up really early, my husband is really good to let me ask him, you know, do you mind getting up? Do you want? We'll tag team. So sometimes I get up and I feed the baby and take care of him until everybody else is up. And sometimes my husband, he gets up and feeds him, and it's a lot of fun because he has our 2-year-old has a very diverse palate, I guess, a very complex palate, I suppose you could say. He likes a lot of the food that we enjoy as adults, which makes it fun too. And my husband has a lot of interesting concoctions that he comes up with that I would not voluntarily eat, but my 2-year-old is happy to. In fact, he requests it, so that's been really fun, and I'm grateful for that because early mornings, man, it's just hard. And then W is for walks, and this also relates to my 2-year-old. Can you tell that he requires most of my time? He is the perfect little caboose in our family. He is cheerful and bright and social and charming and all of these things, and we need that in the youngest because there's so many other personalities with our older kids who are really establishing who they are and, you know, finding boundaries and pushing boundaries and, you know, figuring out what is life and who are they. And so to have someone so charming and just disarming and sweet and loving and happy is just so much fun. And so I am grateful for going on walks with him because, like I said, he gets cabin fever like I do, so we get out of the house. Sometimes we hop in the car, sometimes we just hop on he has a little glider bike, and he does really well on it. He's been riding it for months and months now, and, you know, he's a little tiny 2-year-old, and so everybody who sees him can't help but grin and mention how it's amazing that he's going on. He can go really fast on it, so that's a lot of fun. So to recap, my word was chew. I'm grateful that I'm not the only one with cabin fever. I'm grateful to go out on hikes with friends. I'm grateful for early morning tag team with my husband, and I'm grateful for being able to go on walks with my little one. It also helps me get some energy and some exercise throughout the day. So I'd be interested to hear what your happy thoughts are. What are things that have happened to you in the past week that are things that you hold on to be able to carry with you and get you through tough moments? I hope you'll join me again. I know this isn't going up on my regular day. Like I said, last week was spring break, and so things kind of piled up, and other things have had to be pushed back. So I apologize for the delay. I hope you are having a wonderful week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.